Well, hello there, this is Modern Questions with Alex Pride, and yeah, it's Pride. So, Rathmel322 asks questions. Am I just an idiot, first of all? No, you're just uninformed, let's fix that. How do you go Syncmap in a standalone file? Well, that's actually pretty easy. First, you need the test Syncmap injector. And U4SS, of course. How to install it? Pretty easy. What's the thing? You have your ESP, and this modder just makes an Syncmap folder in your data folder, and this is where you put your Syncmap ini. It is a text file that contains these lines. This is the form ID of the item you want syncmapped. What does Syncmap do? Well, it makes this record in the game use the model or the NPC, the shape, the textures, everything on the Unreal side that we make. Without this mod, literally we cannot add standalone items. They just won't be rendered in the game by the Unreal side. This isn't like... thanks to this we have the majority of the mods that add new stuff. So, this is the form ID without the first two numbers. We don't need that. And the ESP and the Syncmap ini need to share the exact same name, with the exception of their extension. ESP is ESP, ini is ini. This is the path to the stuff that we want in the Unreal packs. Games, forms, items, weapons, and the name of your generic form, that I call it. So, but how do you do that with vanilla items? Well, very easy, the same way. But what is the name of the ESP? Well, it's not actually an ESP, it's an ESM. Oblivion ESM. Here it is, everyone has it, it's the vanilla game. So we go to the Syncmap, and there we have it, Oblivion ini. For some reason I have a Vortex backup, oh well, never mind that. And here, you just put the form IDs of the items from the vanilla game that you want to Syncmap to something else. For example, this is the Ancilium's dagger. And these are the form IDs of all the Saphothorns, because yes, Bethesda has like 6 of them for different levels. I hate this system, but oh well. This is the same for the... what is it called? The Blade of War. This is the first one that Lucian Legends gives you, and this is the level 30 that you get at the end. I didn't care to Syncmap every other dagger. And if you don't want it, well, you just delete them, or better, you just comment it out like this. This way you don't delete it, you just tell Syncmap not to read this, and it is not read, therefore not executed, therefore it's not being used. Easy, easy, easy peasy. This is exactly how I set up all the diverse stuffs from the Killtips mod that I made standalone, and there we have it. These are assigned kind of at random, because there are like 10 models and like over 200 staffs or something like that, I don't remember how many. Anyway, incredibly easy. This way you can Syncmap whatever weapon to look like whatever weapon. It doesn't only work with custom forms, custom models, it works with the vanilla as well. So if you want your favorite weapon to look like Umbra, you just put this weapon's form ID and you find the form for Umbra and you just put it in here. Now, how do you find the form ID? Well, that's what we use xedit for. Don't even ask me how to use xedit, it mods in 101, there are dozens of tutorials on this. So, dbr read done, let's use our mod Dark Brotherhood Arsenal, read done. Have I said that I'm very ill? I am. This is it. If you're wondering how to copy all of them, for example, if you want to Syncmap a bunch of them, apply script. This one, copy records to clipboard. We don't need the editor, we need the form ID, execute. Then we use Visual Studio because it is superior to Notepad and Notepad++ even. Boop. Fuck. Boop. It is separated by this. Well, what I do is... Actually, since we don't need the first two numbers, which are zeros in this case, let's just replace it with this. Ctrl F, boop. And there we have it. And now boop. And labudi dibudi dabudi doop. Labudi dibudi dabudi doop. And there we have it. Now of course we would need to add meshes. We would need to save this as an ini. What I end up doing is I just copy someone else's ini and just replace the content, then rename it, and there we have it. This is how you do it. No, don't save it. So another question was, so the icon for the Blade of Woe, yes you can, yes you can. See, if you compare it to the vanilla, this is the icon, it's an ebony dagger, and this is my icon. Why does this use location weapon and this one uses armor? Well, this is because this is where I stored the location. This is where I stored the icon. Because I couldn't bother to store them in different places, I put them all in one folder. So if you wanna change that, boop, there we have it. I actually don't want to change, so how do I go back? Well, 1, 2, whoop, because this one uses the same, and this one, now it also uses the same. xedit 101, come on. Or you could just, you know, just not save it. You could just quit without saving, boop. Now, how do you see what the script effect says? That was another question. Is there any way to get to what it's supposed to do? No, unless you use magic loader, which I don't use because I don't like the way it's implemented, and I couldn't be bothered to do that. Boop, 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 boop. Best thing you can do is read the damn description on the mod page. The Blade of War keeps track of how many humanoids you've killed and becomes stronger with these murders, up to 50 kills. That is exactly what this script does. To be precise, it keeps track of how many people you've murdered. Actually, for some reason, it actually counts wolves, bears, and other animals as well. Probably because it doesn't check if the target is a creature, but if it's a member of the creature faction. Which is not what I wanted, but I don't feel like fixing it. It kinda works, I ain't touching it. But if you really wanna know what it does, well, okay, this is the enchantment. Control, click, it gives you to the enchantment. Okay, this is the script. But this is the script effect, and this is the script that is using. Again, control, left click, boop. Now, this is the compiled one. We can't read that. And this is the source one. Blah, 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 blah. This is just a short that we changed from 0 to 1 at the end. And this is the target of the enchantment. This is the target that you hit. And the enchantment gets applied to. We set it to target. Blah, blah, blah. Yet if it is dead, if within a second after you strike it is dead, basically if you're making a killing blow, creature, like, nah, this is a problem. It should have been not get infection, but get this creature, but I don't feel like changing that right now. It updates the buff shot that I keep in a separate quest. Well, it increases it by 1. And if you have less than 50 kills yet, it just says that it hungers still. But you still get stronger. If it's more than 50, it gives you a different message that the hunger is satisfied, and when you kill, an invisible caster gets teleported to you and casts a buff on you. If you want to go further, well, Blade of War Progress Quest. Where is it? Here's the script for the Blade of War Progress Quest. Yeah, this is where I keep the shorts. Something else being referenced? Oh, never mind. Blade of War quest script. This is what does all the magic. It updates every second. If you're equipped with a Blade of War, or the Blade of War that you get at the end of it, let's call it the true Blade of War, and also only the 30 level versions, because I can't be bothered to check for every other 25, 20, 15. I hate the system, Bethesda, screw you. Don't do leveled items, just do them powerful and unique. So yeah, if you are equipped with a vanilla one, the weak one, your attack bonus gets an increase equal to the number of half of your kills, all the way up to 50. Then you just get a bonus of 25 with a different method. No formulas, no nothing, it's more safe this way. If you're equipped with a true Blade of War, well, you get the same bonus but without reduction in half, so you can get a 50. That's how you open up somebody's ESP and check what even they do. This is how you learn, this is how you edit your mods. What if you want to edit this script? Well, first of all, if you're asking these questions, you are too unqualified to edit someone's script. Then again, you can't really do that in xedit, you need to open it in a construction set. And we're not doing that right now. I hope I've answered all of your questions.